In 1998, Irwin Blitt and Lou White called me up. They were clients, and they said, we'd like to take you to lunch. So I said, great. I figured we were just talking about a project they wanted me to provide some consulting for. And we had lunch at Plaza 3, and Lou White said he attended his grandson's graduation from preschool in the social hall at the Jewish Community Center, and he said he couldn't see a thing, couldn't hear a thing, and he said, I think we need to build a theater at the Jewish Community Campus. And I said, great, why are you meeting with me? He goes, well, I'm going to give you a check for $250,000 as seed money, park this away, and I want you to start exploring that opportunity. So I fell up, got back onto my chair, and said, I will start pursuing what needs to take place in order to expand the campus. Not too much took place during that next 12 months. A year later, the two of them called me up, said, let's go to lunch again. And Lou said, I've got another check for $250,000 plus here's 10 grand. You didn't do too much last year. I want you to go hire an architect to design the plans so I can see what they are. So I interviewed architect firms. We hired ACI Bolin to create renderings of what a theater would look like. And then it was announced that Sprint was moving into the surrounding acreage around the campus. So my architect plans got put on hold, as well as the 500 grand that was sitting in a savings account at the Jewish Community Foundation for this future expansion. A few years later, Lou White passed away, and the center had absorbed the traffic patterns of Sprint, and it did not seem to be an issue. So I met with the White family. I told them what Lou had suggested and promised, and I said, did they want to continue to pursue this opportunity, as I felt now was the time to add a theater, which would not only provide a venue for shows and speakers and plays, but also it would be one part of the campus that all ages could go together, whether you're a child, an adult, or a senior citizen. You could go as a family to an activity. The White family said, we will give you a matching grant of $5 million if you, Scott, go raise another $5 million. It took me 2 years and 236 solicitations. And not only do we raise $10 million, but we raised $13 million. We hired a construction team in the summer of 2003, and the theater, the Lewis and Shirley White Theater, proudly opened in October of 2005.